Hey, welcome back to your Precision Data channel this evening. Tonight, this begins the first of our 4-night run of looking at the Vanguard LifeStrategy fund. Tonight we look at the most conservative fund. This is the income fund, which is heavily weighted towards bonds. Okay, like 80-20 bonds or something like that. Let's begin by, before we get started, of course, what's that big favor? I'll ask you folks this evening, click on that like button for me. Give me a big thumbs up this evening, okay? Of course, if you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button also, okay? Let's take a look at this. This again, this is an income fund. You can see it. Good news is it's continuing to ride high above this 100-day moving average. Is also a good thing. Bollinger Bands. We had this volatility back here, back down here in April, but now it's kind of settled down, and the width between the two standard deviation lines, red lines, is pretty much the same, and for the most part, the blue line is staying above the green line. Okay, it's also good. Go look at this. You can see since about May, it's really kind of settled down and going between, say, 50 and maybe bouncing up as high as 70. For the most part, it's really staying down between, like, say, 50 and 60, or 50 and 65. Okay, convergence, deconvergence. We discussed this here. Let's look at the most recent trend since July. You can see we did have some downward momentum here as it crossed underneath the line. Then it bounced back up. But again, these histogram lines are not really that strong. Okay. And it's pretty much moving sideways. What about the box spot? If you look here, to me, these box spots, what do I want to say? Okay, yeah. So the larger the box, that generally means the more volatility you have, the more range you have in the closing prices. The whiskers represent the high and low closing price for the month. And you can see that it did a bit of big recovery back here under April. Interesting, we had a outlier up there, but you can see that it really kind of settled down so far. Although September is a little bit showing a little more volatility than the previous month. For the most part, the pricing, the closing prices, pretty much settled down into a nice, comfortable range. Dividend. Of course, dividends, you can see there's not a real pattern. It's interesting. We have these spikes here. Not quite sure why that is, unless they declare like a capital gains or something like that. But for the most part, for the last couple of years, it's been 10 to 12 cents a share. And that takes care of the first video, and I'll be back in a moment to take a look at our forecast for the month ahead.